Obviously, the last two playoff games you guys dropped, but a lot of it was falling behind early in the first quarter. How important is it to kind of establish yourself, your own presence against Alabama in the first quarter?
I feel like starting fast is key to this game. This isn't the game to kind of lollygag your way in and kind of feel it out. You got to come out hot, come out, aggressive and stuff like that. So, like you said, just getting off to a hot start and maintaining it, keeping the foot on the pedal. That's going to be big for us as a whole team.
Jaylen, you've been here for a while, been asked a lot of questions. What's one question you wish you were asked instead?
Wish I was asked.
Mike said he wishes that people ask how he was feeling, how the week was going.
I mean, I'm not really. I mean, that's a good question. But anyone else say something? Or no?
No, that was it. Get a second one.
I can't really think of nothing.
That's
My bad.
okay. Okay, next question. Coach Harbaugh is known for his cleats and khakis on the sidelines. If you were a coach, what would you wear?
If I was a coach, what would I wear? He wears the khakis. I probably wear. Coach Mike McDaniel in the league. Dolphins, I probably like that little swag to him. Stuff like
Off-whites and the
yeah,
joggers.
something like that. Probably just cool, calm fits. Probably me.
Jaylen, last week, Blake Horn talked about how he felt that the narrative had flipped very quickly from you guys being the number one team to Alabama being kind of an unbeatable force. So what have you felt when it comes to that, and how do you kind of react?
Angelique kind of asked the same question. She said it feels like we're the 4 seed and they're the 1 seed. Kind of like I said, everyone hears Bama, they kind of get this little like, oh my gosh, it's Bama type of thing. They forget what we've done. So like I said, come Monday, it's just time to remind ourselves who we really are. Not really like worried about what anyone else says, but just focusing on us and going out there and handling business.
What do you do against a team that's maybe, at least offensively, a little bit more complete? Jesse was saying earlier that it's probably the best offense as a whole. While Ohio State had the weapons, I mean they've got the offensive line and the weapons.
Right.
How do you attack that?
Like I say, they're a complete offense. Look at the backs, look at the receivers, O-line, quarterback. Like I say, the way we attack them, just playing us, doing our technique that we've done all year, not changing. The little things are really going to come to light. Communication, block destruction, ball disruption, angles and effort, stuff like that. That's really going to be big in this game. Last year I felt like we lacked that a lot in the TCU game. That's kind of when we got beat. Our communication wasn't where it needed to be. Our angles and tackling, that was on full display. How we were missing tackles and stuff like that. Chunk gains and explosive plays. So that's really going to be big for us this game.
How tough is it to get through your Big Ten schedule undefeated like you did?
I feel like anyone going undefeated, that's tough to do. So like I say, what we've done in the past doesn't really matter. It's a new season. It's time to go 1-0 come Monday. That's really the main focus.
How much pride is on your line though for the Big Ten versus the SEC, or these two conferences kind of battle?
Yeah, I feel like the Big Ten always hears about how the SEC is more physical, more fast, whatnot. It's like you said, but really get into those SEC Big Ten battles, talks. We just really focus on us, like handling business come Monday, and just focus on our preparation of what we do to get the job done.
How much is that loss to Georgia 2 years ago? Is that motivation? Is that something that's discussed among players?
Yeah, that was kind of 2 years ago. That's a little older, but I feel like last year, also the same motivation, stuff like that. But we kind of let that go. Kind of just, took it upon us this off season. Coach Mint, he really brought about the whole pillars thing we talk about as a unit. So, yes, sir.
Who was the one team that you've played this year that reminds you a little bit of Alabama? Maybe some similarities and things they do.
The one team we played that reminds me of Bama. I mean, probably just got to go to Ohio State with the playmakers they have. Ohio State had a pretty good O-line. They're not as big as Bama's, but yeah, I played Ohio State. Probably, yes, sir.
Have you been able to see much difference between Alabama kind of early in the year versus at the end of the year?
For sure. You can tell how they've gelled all year. It might not have started off how they wanted to, but when when the big moments and the big games come alive, you know, they've been showing how they really play football. You know, turn on the SEC championship, probably their best game they played all year. You know, they played real complete as a unit. You know, all sides of the ball. So yeah, yes sir, they've definitely grown all year, and great challenge ahead for us.
Jaylen, do you have to play any differently when the other team's tackles are 360 pounds compared to some of the guys you face? You mentioned Ohio State being a little bit smaller,
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
I feel like I don't really look at it as playing different. Just being more focused on your technique, you know, because obviously bigger guys. So you know, you don't play with great technique. They're big maulers, so you can end up on the ground, stuff like that. So, like I said, not really differently, but just being more hypercritical of your technique and stuff like that.
How important have your guys' stunts and twists been to this defense and getting pressure like the last play against Ohio State and big plays other than that too?
You know, that's been real important. You know, Coach Roney, Coach Elson, you know, just really putting together these game plans for our defense. You know, just for the best way for us to succeed, whatever it's going to take to get pressure, stop the run, whatever it may be. You know, just whatever it needs to do. I'm going to do it as a unit, and we'll do it fast, physical, and violent.
I talked to Jalen Milroe yesterday, and he everything he was saying was kind of, we have to keep a one-track mind. We have to, key in on our preparation. That's what's going to matter the most. And when you, obviously, there's different schematics, but in a way, do you look at Alabama as kind of a mirror image in some ways as to what you guys are?
You know, yeah, I actually do. You know, they pride themselves on being big, physical, tough. You know, like he said, one-track mind, stuff like that. So it's all kind of speaking the same language a little bit. You know, just focusing on us, our preparation, not worried about our opponent, and just going out there, doing what we've done all year, and just doing it big.
Jaylen, what would you say is the identity of this defensive unit? How have you guys come together over the year, and how might that be unique as compared to last year's or other teams you've been on?
Identity, I feel like, identity-wise, it's kind of just like our four pillars. You know, we're built on block disruption up front, back end, communication, ball disruption, our effort and angles and tackling to the ball. But that's kind of what we've been priding ourselves on all year. Like I said, it started last year after, watching the TCU game film. You know, Coach Minter took it upon himself, the whole coaching staff, to really hone on that come spring ball and stuff like that. So I feel like the four pillars kind of us, like it's in us, and that's kind of how we go out there and play ball.
How has Mason Graham developed on the line along with you?
He's a dog, man. Mason has a hell of a year, and can't wait to go to war with him come Monday.
Jaylen, who's taken over the effort and angles now that CP is?
Oh yeah, it's been OG, Coach Minter.
Coach Minter.
Yes sir. Oh, Coach Minter's dad.
Yeah.
My bad.
And what has he done there
I
that?
forgot. That's too big.
Yeah, two mentors. What has he done there that's helped you guys out?
You know, Coach Minter brings a lot of experience. We call him OG, but he's kind of funny. He got a little goofy side to him. So just bringing his experience and his knowledge of being around the game so long, it's been great for us. Yes, sir.